Here we have a new 2024 Chevrolet Equinox. This one comes in the LT trim level in this beautiful riptide blue metallic. And then we have jet black cloth interior. And the powertrain consists of that 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. That's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. But as you come around to the front end here, we do get the LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. And the lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking it up. But pretty much same styling carries over from 2023. But I love this riptide blue metallic. It just looks so stunning. It's a beautiful color. But down here to the wheels, we do get 17-inch aluminum. Passive keyless entry on the front 2 doors. And then we have power door lock controls here, power mirror controls here. We can turn those on and off. We can adjust with the dial here. And then rear window lock, 1-touch automatic up and down windows for the driver's side, and then express down for the rest of them. But down here we have our power liftgate control. We can set that to max, 3/4 or off, and then hit that button to open and shut it. Bottle holder here, a little bit of additional storage. Headlamp controls are here. And then if you want to adjust the brightness of the gauge cluster, you can pull that out, turn it. Hood release there. Manual tilt telescope steering wheel, and we can take that off there and then adjust. But here's our 8-way power driver seat with 2-way power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So before we check out the back, huge shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below to it in the description, as well as a link to their entire new vehicle inventory. But we're just going through the window sticker here, so if you all need to pause somewhere to take a closer look, feel free. I like all the standard features we get here though. Sticker price is $31,240. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat room here. So pretty good space back here, and I've said this before, and I even get comments all the time when I'm reviewing other vehicles in this class. The Equinox has some of the best leg and head room in the rear, but these are just barely touching the back of the seat, or brushing the back of the seat, excuse me. So, but rear AC vents are here. Then we have 2 USB-A charge ports down there, and the seat back pocket on this side, and then the middle seat folds down. Cup holders are here. Then grab handle here. We could probably hang a plastic hanger if we smashed it in there, and then 2 metal hangers should fit in there, no problem. Love that we get the LED dome lights throughout though. And here we have the fuel filler. And then making our way to the back here. No LED tail lamps, but it should be an easy swap if you want to just swap out the bulbs. I'm sure they make some for this vehicle. I use Auto One personally to get all my LED bulb swaps. But back here behind the second row, tons of space. And then we can release the back seats from here, or we can use that there. So I'll show you here. Folds flat, and that's how it looks like when the seat's down compared to when the seat's up. And take a quick look underneath the vehicle. There's the exhaust. But if you want to go ahead and pull the seat back up, pretty easy to do. Just snap it back up into place, and you got to push a little hard as you get to the top, but then you can also use that there. And then we do have a manual front passenger seat. So we have seat bottom, seat back, and then we can pump the seat up and down here. And then here we have our glove compartment, owner's manuals in there. Pretty decent size. Of course, a fire truck's coming. But underneath the hood here, There's that 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel, and it's nice to kind of show you how nice the cabin acoustics are in here. As soon as I got in here, could barely even hear the sirens. But yeah, the leather wrap steering wheel feels nice, not too thick. But over here to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM along with Bluetooth. And then we also have wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay compatibility, Wi-Fi hotspot there. And then all of your settings are here. So if you want to change your language, time and date. And I love how fast the system is and pretty easy to connect your phone and walks you right through it. But again, it's just a super fast system. And I love how simple it is as well. It's not a lot going on here, but everything you need is right there. And if you want to save radio station presets, you just hold right there and you can save it that way, whether you're in XM, FM, or AM. And then Bluetooth quick shortcut there. Then volume here, hit this to mute, and you can hold it to power the whole system down. Auto stop toggle is here, hazards. And then we do get dual zone automatic climate control, so fan speed can be adjusted here. Fan direction, you can use these three or a combination of them. And then AC toggle there, defrosters. You can adjust temperature here, and then you can sync and unsync by adjusting the temperature there. And then auto mode there to turn that off. Just adjust the fan speed. So again, love that Chevy system's just so quick on its feet. From the AC controls to the radio, everything is just ready to go when you want it. But down here we have ports for the USB-C, USB-A, and aux input, and that's how you can run wired CarPlay and Android Auto if you want to. 12 volt there, parking sensor toggle there. And then to the shifter, pull this lever, reverse neutral drive, then low gear, manually shift there, and it'll tell you what gear you're in that bottom right hand corner of the digital gauge cluster. Then we have an electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, the brake, press down to disengage. Cup holders there. Center console cubby space, we have a removable tray. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Then we do have a sunglasses holder. And again, LED dome lights for the front. OnStar controls, we can set whether we want the lights to come on when the door is open, on or off, and then we can toggle the lights on and off as well. But to the left stalk behind the steering wheel, blinkers are here. We can toggle our auto high beams here, and then high beams, we can toggle those on and off and flash here. And then windshield wiper controls on the right side, it's one time, and then we have off, intermittent, low, high. We can adjust our intermittent for the front wiper here, and then we have our rear wiper controls here, so intermittent on, and then pull back for the rear fluid, push up for the front fluid. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can go between our track list or radio station presets. I think you can see that there, yeah. And then behind on the right side, we have our volume control. It's just hard to fit the phone behind there. But to the controls here, cruise control, toggle on and off, cancel here, resume set, and we can go up or down with the speed. And then we can adjust our forward collision alert gap here, and then lane keep assist with lane departure warning there. Voice recognition control, mute or Bluetooth control depending on what you're doing. And then over here, we use these 4 arrows and this check mark to go through our digital square there. So tire pressure sensors, air filter life, all of that is there. And if you go back here, go to options, it shows the units here. So you scroll down and then hit that right arrow. You can take it from US to metric if you want to. And then we can toggle our info pages here. So if I want to turn certain things off, I can do that. So I want my fuel economy on. Let's say I want to turn my average speed off, timer off, and then turn the follow distance on, I can do that. And again, just so quick on its feet. And then our push button start is here. Finally, here's the key fob with remote start. And next, let's go ahead and take this 2024 Equinox out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this 24 Equinox, again, it's pretty much just a rollover from 2023. I think, per usual, GM kind of switched up what came standard on their vehicles to stay competitive. So we do get the Chevy Safety Assist package. And I love that we get standard blind spot monitors. That's a big plus. And I've said this before, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like the powertrain is just a little, it's lacking for me. I missed the 2-liter turbo setup with the 8-speed. And the 6-speed is good with the 1.5, but it's just not the best performance from this, but it gets the job done, and you're getting 26 miles per gallon city, 31 highway. So you certainly can't beat that for a turbocharged 4-cylinder. And like I said, it's not necessarily like unbearable, but it's not as quick as I would like it to be. But it's a standard 1.5 liter. And again, the 2-liter just has quite a bit more oomph to it. But we'll give it a little pull here. And again, it gets up to speed fine. It's just the engine sometimes feels strained to me. But overall, driving dynamics for this, they're pretty great. I like that the hood is sloped. I can see pretty much everywhere. And of course, visibility is pretty good as it is, but having the blind spot monitors just makes it that much better. And you can see my fuel economy down there. I'm getting 40 miles per gallon, and then it starts to get closer to that 30, 32 as the pavement mellows out. But honestly, you can get 32 plus if you baby it and do 70 on the interstate. If you get 65, something like that, you could probably do even better. But it is a brand new vehicle, and it's still, I mean, just how these come stock, the steering feels good. I think for most people in this market, especially if you're looking at a RAV4 or something along those lines, a Tucson that has the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated 4, this 1.5 turbo, you may or may not like that better, just depending on what you're looking for. Now for this price point at $32,000, pretty competitive with, I think I just reviewed a Tucson SEL Convenience, and that was a little bit higher than this. But of course, with those, you do get the lane centering assistance, I believe, and I think you might even get adaptive cruise control. So that's something that you can get on these, but usually you have to go up another trim level. There might be a package now where you can just add it on, maybe a driver confidence 2 or something like that. So there's kind of a gift and a curse with how Chevy or General Motors does their packages, is you can just add what you want if you were to build one or if you were looking to find one. Whereas you get a Tucson, usually you have the SEL, you have the SEL Convenience, and then you're pretty much going up to a Limited after that. But I like how this one is built. I will say the seats, to me, could be wider. I feel like, I mean, I am a big person, but I feel like a big person in this seat here. I feel like this was made for like a Smurf or something. Just because my left shoulder's kind of leaning out a little bit with my back, or with my back all the way to the seat. Not too uncomfortable, but it's just, it feels weird. But again, I have a wider stature. The seat bottom itself, though, just enough for me. And then the space within the seat, from like the door panel to the center console space, is pretty good. And then headroom, plenty of that, several inches. So again, this is one of the roomier options, just how it's made, I think. But it's just the seat backs, it just feels so skinny. But the support's pretty good, and of course you have the 2-way power lumbar support for even more help there. And I like, again, that comes standard on the LT trims now. So you can kind of just go with an LT with nothing added, and then you're pretty much have what you need. And then if you want to go a couple safety packages or go up to the highest trim level, you can do that as well. But I think for the target market, it's definitely still a competitor, a good competitor at that, specifically for commuting. Where they took away the Malibu, this is basically the closest thing you can get to it, and you pretty much have the same powertrain, just more storage space. So take that for what it is. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Chevrolet Equinox in the LT trim level.